Hey, this is Brenda José's memorial celebration, honoring a unique life. That's baby Brenda, born in Hong Kong. I like the next picture. I really like the next picture. That's my favorite picture of Brenda. I would call her Boo Boo, my little pet name for her. So that's in some beach, I don't know where in Hong Kong. So that's really cute picture of her. Brenda's parents' wedding, 19, probably 51. On the left is actually his great-grandfather. Grandfather. So this is the parents. This is the parents. Mother, father. They are both Portuguese, okay? The father is born in Kobe, so he looks a bit Japanese, Chinese, although he says he's pure Portuguese. So Brenda, you notice Brenda of all looks the most Asian of all the brothers. Okay, you see this. That's Avo on the third. Avo is, apparently she would chain smoke, and she died like 90 plus years old. Guess where is Brenda? Where? Huh? Yeah, she's really, her sister actually was called Angela. She's prettier and all that, but she's really nerdy. Jerry is on the right. He's the eldest brother. So Jerry is very important in her life. So this Jerry's and Carol's wedding. You can see Brenda in this is Boxing Day. I just only realized that. So let me tell you who this is. This is Brenda. Jerry is eldest brother, Carol. This is Angela, which she's dead. She died of cancer about 5 years ago. The husband also died of from suicide because the pain was too much. The husband, Mike, actually, sad story. The wife is a childhood sweetheart, Angela, the sister. And then when he died, within a month, Mike's own sister was helping, lives in France, was helping, Good Samaritans, helping someone on the roadside, got ran over and killed. And I think that too, he said, the two women that I love in my life is gone, and he killed himself. So, it's the will to live is important. That's the father. Okay. Just some pictures. Can you see where she is? Have a wild guess where she is. Someone that is right across. Huh?
The cheeky one.
This one with the thing kicking his eldest brother. Can you see that? Huh? It's like kicking his elder. He looks like Santana, doesn't he? Actually, Jerry was a radio DJ in RTM, a very famous radio DJ. Then he migrated to USA. Yeah, and then he was a big part of his life, almost like a surrogate father. That's her. I think it's a very pretty shot of her. She attended Jerry's only daughter, only child, Genevieve, and she went at 2005. The mother had a stroke in that trip. Wasn't funny, and she brought her back. But that's a pretty picture of her, isn't it? The mother insisted of going to see her first granddaughter getting married. Ended up having a stroke while having barbecue. So Brenda, to bring her back was very traumatic. But she did. She will always go out of the way. This is Adam Joseph, which is Genevieve's and Jeff's son. They live in States. And this is the diamond jubilee of the parents, of Brenda's parents. They are called Gina and Albert. Antonetta is her godmother. Another tiger like her, 12 years older. She lives in Vancouver as a psychologist. She also testifies in forensics and in criminal court, like your CSI, Interesting woman. She introduced what borderline bipolar to me. And she loves Cheong Chau Island, one of the islands there. And they like to put all these little umbrellas. I'm the one taking the picture, isn't it? Yeah. Cheong Chau is where our love started, let's put it this way. And so I have really fond memories of Cheong Chau. She opened Cheong Chau as a meditation center. So when she got Crohn's disease and got the operation and she got better, and then she wanted to open a meditation center. So I helped her find it myself. And wow, I'm losing my voice. Goddaughter, that's my goddaughter, and she also asked her to be goddaughter. That's Stella. She's here. This is Todd. Todd is godson. They used to be our neighbors, and they ran a little place called Little Prince restaurant just down the road in Wan Chai. You know how Chinese in a deathbed, you've been going out, 你兩個6年啦，我死啦，你快啲嘈啦, and then so you've been 6 years already, you better get married. So on the deathbed, he pledged to get married 6 months before the deadline that said you do not marry him. So it turned out that everything went wrong. It didn't last, if you believe that, but she said most things that he said came true. This is what I sent to my parents to tell them I'm dating somebody. They were concerned because I was 36 years old. They thought maybe either I'm gay, which they knew I'm not gay. So I used to joke that maybe I should marry a Punjabi girl, and she actually said, yes, please, anybody, any girl is fine. Just marry one, anyone, Punjabi girl, any girl. Something wrong with you, what's wrong with you? So finally I sent, they say, approve. Because you know why? The first, my eldest brother, Tom, married an Australian. And the Chinese thing, wow, this is not okay, to marry a foreigner, but they got over it. So by the time it came to me, it's like, okay, carry on and get married. Okay, this side of the top. She would say that I was non-committal. Yeah. So on that day, there was this Uduvi workshop, and we were assistants. Both of us were assistants. I'm in charge of music. It's like Papillon. And James Newton was the trainer, a really wonderful man. I learned a lot, me and Brenda, a personal growth coach. And it was Chinese New Year. And it was normally the second day of Chinese New Year is fireworks, right? Fireworks display in Victoria Harbour. So I put James aside. The seminar was held in the Penthouse in Furama Hotel. It's no longer existing. And there was fireworks happening. So she and I were assistants. So I didn't want to raise the issue because I want to propose to her, right? And then she's really smart. She knows something's happening, right? So so I said to James, I need to talk to you in the toilet. It's a big penthouse toilet. I said, something wrong, Robert? Are you okay? He said, no, I need to talk to you, okay? So then I said, then I closed the door, and they're all watching the fireworks, right? So they're all distracted. So I said, I want to propose to Brenda tomorrow on the last day of workshop. Are you okay? Oh, Oh, you mean, okay, I get it. Fine, that's good. So I said, you make sure we clear everything, and then only, of course we clear the workshop, then only I propose. And on the day, I was so nervous, I was prepared. I had to hike the it was not even a rose. I had to steal it from Carnation from the hotel. I had to, because she knows. She knows. And then there was a really spiritual person called Helen Forty. And she would just touch her and say, hey, I see there's one rooster that's building a nest. And she's telling her this. I said, Helen, shut up. Shut up. She's trying to blow my cover, and she doesn't know what I'm talking, right? So I'm so nervous, and then James would poke me and go like, Robert, what if she rejects you? And then I was in charge. Those days we have cassettes. I would be dropping the cassettes, and it was 5 o'clock. I'm dropping. I've never been so nervous in my life. And then it's the last bit where you say your thank you to the, like Papiona, your last sharing. And I told them, hey, you'll be the last. And then Brenda wanted to go first. He said, can I go first? And James said, no, you don't go first. The rest go first. Why? So anyway, we went last. There's actually a few pictures there. One of them, she went hiding. And then after that, she was smoking for. And I said, where she is? It was good. And I think I borrowed some ring from a closet or something. Didn't have the right thing. Huh? What? Should I ring something I have to borrow from have to steal it? Borrow. So we got married on 27 April 1996. This is my brother and the children. That's the bridesmaid. She is Scottish. We did our own ceremony. This is my best man. We did our own spiritual thing, uniting the emotional body, spiritual body, and mental and all that. And then we had our own ordainers. Okay, that one can censor. Spaghetti house. This one will be more appropriate for Hong Kong because these are colleagues. She worked in Spaghetti house. And the other group is a software company where she was in HR. And then Ipoh is Chinese ceremony lah, cham cha. That's my family and her in-laws. So that's Brenda's parents. That's my parents. And my grandmother. My grandmother was really sick. The whole family was scared she will go anytime. But she wanted to see the last grandson of my mother, to be married. So she fought, man. She fought. And then this was, oh shit. All right, censor. So it was important. She actually did not even attend the wedding thing, the wedding banquet, but drinking the Chinese tea was it. The next day, I talked to her, to the soul, and say, it's good, I think it's time to go. 40 days later, she went. Rainbow Master. Rainbow Master is something I created. There were only 3 groups, each time 7 people for some reason. And it was really a nice seminar that I did. It was very spiritual, and Brenda was part of all that. And that's when we realized we have a very strong connection. It's not just a soul connection, it's a twin soul connection. Let me describe to you. A soul connection is like friends, like you probably are some soulmate connection, like best friends or best brother sister, soulmate connection. Twin soul is different. Twin soul, you come here for mission. You come here to do something together for greater good, or so we thought. Yeah, so that's twin soul. That's the one that she took the workshop and then admitted to hospital. That's the one. That's United Nations anniversary. We designed our t-shirt. You see that? And we call it Hope, Hands of Peace on Earth. That's a nice design. Got a little symbol of hearts and dolphins and whatever. So that's me and her. That's her again. Oh, Brenda loves animals. She just loves animals. She's an animal woman. And in the Native American, she's known as the hawk medicine. Hawk medicine means spirit, the spirit of the hawk, which is to do with sharp eye and knowing. She knows who is doing what. That's why she's hawk medicine. I'm more raven and wolf energy. So yeah, that's Bangkok. Eagle owl. So everywhere she goes, she attracts animals. Okay, this is our little. All right, I was debating whether to show this or not. It's our little toys, and we have a name for them. It's called Dung Dung Chen and Ying Ying Chen. So sometimes we take them on our trips. You know, like you take your little pillow, and we take our little children. Yeah, we have our weird language, all right, so don't judge me, please. And then we'll take them out and say, hey, look around here, okay. We are weird, okay, okay? All right. That is, so Brenda's treat dogs as children, never as pets, and they're always in the house, never outside. So that's Chelsea. Next one is Scruffy. Scruffy actually belongs to Warwick Hotel. So when we were living in Cheong Chau, he's really dirty. This guy, one time we smuggled him into our house in Cheong Chau, and then we was washing him. It took 2 hours, and he's still black. Because this guy is a stray dog, and he's the king of Cheong Chau, and he always in the Warwick Hotel. And Brenda will go to work in property as a real estate person, and I'll go for walks with Scruffy, and he likes to do crabs, look for crabs. He's a wonderful dog. The king of Cheong Chau. It's Scruffy, why? Because he's so ugly, cute. Seriously, cute, but adorable. Okay, you all know Sundance. We call him Paper Shredder, because she'll tear up anything. And it's Sundance. More pictures of Sundance. Sundance is adorable when he's a little kid, puppy. Okay, this Chuppa Chups. Brenda wanted a bulldog, imported Chuppa Chups is a girl from Europe, flew her over, and that's Chuppa Chups. Who met Chuppa Chups? Chuppa Chups is the most adorable bulldog, very bossy though. And they're really like mates. And then she will bully the Sundance. Chuppa Chup will bully the heck of Sundance. And that's a nice picture. That's her last pet called Cha-Cha. Who met Cha-Cha? Yeah, Cha-Cha. Cha-Cha is given to someone. Okay, all right. Our neighbor were filming a short film, and they brought in a pig. That was a real piglet. I won't talk about the knight in shining armor. That's another story to tell. It's one of the angelic signs that this sign is for her. It's like this. That time we were experimenting with spirituality, and then we were going back to Cheong Chau, and then she challenged me. She said, "Are you my knight in shining armor?" I said, "Yes. I'll send you a sign, an angelic sign." And then we were walking back to the apartment, and then there was this knight in shining armor, plastic, but it's right in front of us. And I said, "See? I'm the wizard." True story. We go on trips. This is Villa Escudero. Let's go further. She loves to read spiritual books. She loves dolphins. This is actually 1996 when we got married. We found this guy, Jimmy Xiao. He was head of this car park place, and he owns a little Genting, near Genting, a little plantation. They go really far in, and then we were doing mud baths in the stream. It was quite fun. Those days, carefree, you know, just go with any stranger. It was all strangers. Pichus. Pichus is Portuguese for insects. So you go like, oh, it's pichus. Are you gonna eat some? I said no. First job is Philip Wayne. She used to be plump. She used to be a hockey goalkeeper. So Crohn's changed her life. She became very thin. It made her spiritual. Before that, she was very, you know, like any human, materialistic, and, you know, not material, you know, like not spiritual. Renewal Day Spa, very important part of her life too. She was also a spa consultant for Menara Spa. So where is she? This is her. Suzanne, the manager, is somewhere. This is a Filipino, right hand. Suzanne is somewhere there. I think it was one of the first spas in Hong Kong. The Sao Fong is a loft. It's a really high ceiling, like 12 feet. And there's this middle part that's like a loft, so we will sleep up there. It's kind of nice. I've never seen anything quite like that in Hong Kong. So below is the whole office, and on the right is the toilet and the washroom. Okay, fancy party. Okay, Brenda's Aries Tiger. You know what's Aries Tiger? Aries is first thing you do. It's the first sign on the zodiac, right? So you just go and you always do things first and then think later. And then she's a tiger on top of that. So we co-coach for 12 years in Chaen University in Malaysia. It's called Chaen Shu Group. And like you said, with a dynamic duo, right? Duo. So this is Genting. And she's my twin soul. There's some things that she's passionate about, and she told me about that. Some is Crohn's disease. For me, it's bipolar. And there are some things she wants to promote. And it's online, so you'll know more. Actually, just started. I've not got any details, so don't ask me. I haven't got any. I just got my CFO to arrange this. Oh, I'm writing blogs. I've been writing blogs. Some of it is political. So now I decided to do it separate, because some things happen about my experience, which I'll talk after this. Now I pack everything with Chaen Brenda. That will be my spiritual blog. My corporate and personal growth will be the same what I've been writing. Thank you.